Hello, I'm Rebekah Laur'en, Team Rayceen Productions co-host and moderator.
And I'm Benjamin Coy, Team Racine Productions co-host and moderator. Joining us is Smiley Rojas-Nuñez. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us, Smiley. We're so excited to have you. So please share with our viewers a little about your background and who you are.
Well, hello. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Smiley Rojas-Nuñez, and I am a singer-songwriter originally from New York City. But 5 years ago in 2019, I moved to Mexico, where I currently live. And yeah, my background, born and raised in Washington Heights, New York City, went to school all my life there, went to university in Albany, which is the capital of New York, studied accounting, and now I'm a full-time rapper. That's a bit about me.
Oh, wow. What a great segue. Let's talk more about your music. So, what inspires you and what themes do you like to explore?
Yes, so one of the main reasons why I moved to Mexico is because I felt that I needed to transition from my life in New York City, where I was surrounded by this concrete jungle, and I just wanted to get closer to nature. And in doing that, I ended up in a small beach town where there's a lot of opportunity to connect with nature, the ocean, the trees, the sand. And also, it's a town where there's a lot of people who are on spiritual journeys. And I found myself doing that as well. And so a lot of the themes of my music in what I've started to write in the last years has had to do with self-love and self-worth and just connecting with the present moment. And so I have a song titled Elevate that I released February of this year, February of 2024. And it's literally inviting you, the listener, to rise up into your power, rise up and believe in your worth, rise up and elevate and go beyond what you believe you are capable of, but that you are indeed capable of because you are worthy.
Mm.
Yes.
Smiley, that is beautiful. And it's definitely a message that is needed in this time, especially. And I see that your spirituality is very much a big influence in your music. So, with that, how has attending silent retreats influenced your music, your creativity, and your life in general?
Yes, so in 2018, I attended my first 10-day silent meditation retreat, and all my thoughts were about music. And in that silent retreat, I just was able to realize that there was something out there. More than anything, there were things that I needed to begin to let go of so that I could get to know myself better. Distractions in this life that I needed to let go of, addictions and things that were distracting me from being in the present moment. One being alcohol, another being the way that I was eating and my diet. And just in that silence, I was able to reflect. That was in 2018. And coming out of that silent retreat, it inspired me to move away from New York City. Now in 2024, I've actually attended 11 10-day silent meditation retreats. And the reason that I continue to go is because they allow me to see very clearly what actually is meaningful to me in this life and what are the things that I can work on to let go. And then from this silence, it also has allowed me to deepen my connection with nature and have an appreciation for nature. And then that appreciation for nature leads me to spirituality and just going beyond the material world and feeling into the energy that's all around us all the time. And so, yeah, the silence, it's the reason I continue to do it. The reason why I try to go at least to one a year, but I've been doing about two a year is because it's like a reset for me that allows me to come back to what is important and what is it that I should be focusing on in this present moment.
I love that. That's that's
Mhm.
that's truly powerful, and very inspiring too. I'm sure a lot of us who are listening and watching. And you kind of alluded to it a little bit, but you've made at least two big adjustments in your life, one being geographical and the other being personal. So please tell us how moving to Mexico and embracing sobriety has changed your outlook on life.
Yeah. Um, Sobriety has been a big one. I've been 6 years sober from
Mm,
alcohol and even marijuana as well. But yeah, alcohol was this thing that it was just so normalized in the culture of my family, which my family's from the Dominican Republic, but also in the culture of the United States, and really a lot of the culture just around the world. And I was drinking and I had this sense deep inside of me, like maybe you've heard the phrase like you live and you learn,
mm,
but every few months I would repeat the same kind of mistakes. And those mistakes, I was repeating them with alcohol being at the center of what was happening in that moment. And I think one day I kind of just woke up and I was like, you live and you learn, and like after just like some kind of drunken stupor or something like this. And then I said, am I learning? Because I keep repeating the same mistakes.
mm,
And in the 10-day silent retreat, I just had 10 days to really ask myself the tough questions like, why do you drink? What does it bring to you in your life? Like, what are the things that it's ruining for you? You know, and I kind of just came to the conclusion that drinking may be for some people, but it's simply not for me. And so it's not really a judgment on other folks or anything like that. It was like a very personal, okay, this is something that doesn't assimilate well with me and my being and my body. And so 6 years later, I feel amazing. Like I don't miss drinking alcohol and really, moving to Mexico, the other big change in my life has allowed me to go deeper into my music, deeper with nature. And so the beautiful thing about the sobriety is that as I go deeper into my spiritual path, what is really necessary for me is presence and awareness. And alcohol takes me away from the present and limits my awareness. So it really goes hand in hand. It's like, yeah, these things to me feel like they go hand in hand. The move, the getting away from the city and getting closer to nature, the being present with it all. Yes, yes, I will say like it wasn't it not that it wasn't easy, but I can understand why alcohol can be a thing that I was leaning on. So stepping away from it was challenging, but I'm grateful that I have been able to do that, and I'm very happy with how I live my life now.
mm. That is powerful. Everything that you're saying is like, wow. Seriously. You have literally recreated a whole new path for yourself, and I can tell you just want to share that with the world, and so many will be so
Hmm.
inspired by you. So with that, in the sense of going forward with where you are in your journey, what are some of your goals and dreams creatively and otherwise?
Yes, like my top goal I would say is like performing in front of 100,000 people. I'm really inspired by the band Queen and the main singer Freddie Mercury. I
Mm,
saw the Bohemian Rhapsody movie and that last scene where they're in the UK doing that Live Aid performance and they're in front of 100,000 people. Like I see myself there. I see myself doing that. So that's like my overarching goal. And
mm,
from now till then, what I'm working on is having my life being able to sustain my everyday life through my music.
mm,
So I really am on this path of releasing music, doing concerts, putting myself out there so that I can transition. I currently work a part-time remote job, which I'm so blessed and
mm,
so fortunate to have because it's what allows me to live in Mexico. And but in the future, I guess the true desire for me is to just fully be doing music because when I'm out on the beach in this beach town that I live in, when I'm with the trees, when I'm sitting in silence in the morning meditating, like I truly do feel like I'm channeling messages. You showed the cover for my single Elevate and the cover for my single Amor, Amor, Amor. These are songs that I feel like I channeled, and it's beautiful to receive these messages. But then I feel like my dharma being the thing that you give to the world and how you give back, I feel like my dharma is now taking these messages and then sharing them. So I feel like I'm truly on this path to share my music, and I'm here for the long haul. I started writing 7 years ago, and I'm here for it. Yeah.
Well, I definitely see you in front of those hundreds of thousands and sharing your message, sharing your music, and just sharing your light. I'm definitely inspired just by our conversation just now, just to go out
Mm.
and replicate a lot of that into my own world. So thank you for sharing. But along with folks getting into that 100,000 audience, please tell our viewers how to
Yeah.
support, learn more about you, and what's upcoming.
Yes, so my name is Smiley Rojas-Nuñez, and I'm on the all the platforms where you can hear music. Right now, I'm focusing a lot of my energy on Spotify, but wherever you can follow me, you can check out my music. I have Amor, Amor, Amor. I have Elevate. I have also older songs that I released back in 2019, back in 2020. So find my music that way. The other thing is I predominantly focus my energy on Instagram. So you can find me as Smiley No Really, all one word. Smiley No Really, because No Really, Smiley is my name. Um, and then lastly, I have a website, SmileyRojasNunez.com, and there you can find all my links to my music videos, to my songs. And one thing that I'll say is that I've been creating a lot of music in these last 2 years. And if you wanted early access to that music, I'm using a platform called Coffee, similar to Patreon, where you could subscribe if you feel inspired, if you're in the space with financial abundance, and then on a monthly basis, I would share with you a gift. So to my followers, and my supporters and my patrons, I've been giving them songs every month, unreleased music. I'm going into the studio, I'm creating plans for how to release these songs. But in the meantime, the folks that are supporting me on my coffee page, they're getting that music early. So if on my website, SmileyRojasNunez.com, there's a tab that says support, and there you can find the link to my coffee page.
Awesome. Well, viewers, please look in the description below for links. And again, Smiley, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
To those watching, please follow Team Rayceen on social media and subscribe to the Team Rayceen YouTube channel.
And viewers, thank you for watching.